Good evening, everyone, and welcome again to an edition of Discover Your Spirit with me, Brenda Reading. I am a Lilydale registered medium, the spiritual development teacher, author, and I come to you with different topics of discovering your spirit, and that can range from all types of different topics. And one thing I want to talk about today, before we get into our live mini readings today, little mini mediumship readings today for all of you, I want to talk about taking care of your spirit, taking care of yourself. Last night, I had the pleasure of teaching a class about being empathic and online Zoom. And part of the class, well, actually a lot of it, because if you're sensitive, and more than likely, if you are listening and are tuning in now, you already know that you are either empathic or intuitive or sensitive or all three, right? Because it does happen that way. And that you need to pay special attention to your self-care. And that was something that we talked about last night quite a bit, because you being sensitive, empathic, intuitive, you are already hyper aware and connected to everything around you, okay? So it's just very important that you learn how to be in tune with your own body, your own emotions. You know, are these feelings that I'm feeling really mine? Or am I picking up on other people's stuff, so to speak? And one of the things that I just want to bring this up quickly because it was top of mind before I went live. And usually Spirit tells me what they want me to talk about, in addition to what I have planned for you for the evening. So I've learned to listen. And so someone out there needs to hear this, okay? So with everything that's going on in our world today, and it's a lot, right? It's even more important that we take the time to do a few things for ourselves. Not only take care of our mental health and our physical health, but our spiritual health. And there are things that you can do to help with that. And one of the things we talked about last night was the chakra energy system. Just so you know, on my YouTube channel, I have a 55-minute class recorded on there about your chakras. And in there is a meditation for chakra balancing. And it's free. You can just go on YouTube and click on it and watch the video. So that's one thing you can do for yourself is maintaining a well-balanced chakras, energy body system as much as you can. The other thing is allowing yourself to rest, right? We have so much on our plates. And I'm not talking about physical food. I'm talking about things to do. There is so much to do. And even if our minds are always going, right? We might be done for the day, but we're already making the mental list of what's up on deck for the next day, right? So take the time to rest, and not just physical rest, mental rest, emotional rest. And a great thing for that is meditation. And you can go online and on YouTube, you can find wonderful meditations that can bring you within and then allow you to connect to your own higher power, the God of your understanding. And I find for myself personally, that is very important. It helps to write my course. And, there's a prayer that I say, and it's, Spirit, be my compass. Angels light the way. Point me towards my true north to do your will this day. And it reminds me, to write my course. And so meditation is a great tool for that. I'm taking a look at some of the comments. Julie, it's hard not to feel guilty for taking a time out for yourself. Isn't that the truth? But the saying, if you don't fill your cup becomes empty and you have nothing else to give anyone else. So and the older we get, I don't know how old you are, but for me, Filling that cup becomes more of a regular thing. We have to make sure that we're filling our cup. So that's, and I also know that there's a wonderful music. Okay. Music is a very beautiful way to spend time in those moments of self-care. And there's a wonderful, it's called Whole Tones on YouTube. And it has music frequency for each chakra. Okay. It's only 10-minute long video and you can find it. And, if you listen to it, it starts with the root chakra and the music changes, right, with the frequency. And it's just a nice correction. It's a nice correction to help you feel like you're all together, and settled and grounded. So that's something you can do for yourself. I also like, one of the things I read about is, and this is a simple thing, is baking soda and salt baths. They're nice to, get some of the negativity, the ions, whatever, the negativity off of us in our aura around us. It's a nice soak, right? It's a nice quiet time. Go in there, shut the door. Don't let any of the little ones come in if that's possible for you young mothers. I know that's tough, so it's like just a nice thing to do for yourself. And this isn't just women, okay? It's men too. Men need to refill their cup and to ground themselves and take their time and nurture their spiritual nature, okay? So for some reason, I had to talk about that quickly tonight because Spirit put it right in the forefront and I've learned to listen, all right? So there's that. Oh, I want to quickly, I am booking in-person readings in Lilydale now. And I don't mean just for season, for now, okay? And through all of October, November 1st. So I've had people ask me, when are you going to start doing? Well, we are. There are mediums that are booking appointments now. And I would suggest if you're planning a trip this summer during season, go online and, take some time and see who you're attracted to on the list of mediums and make your appointments. Okay. You don't want to be disappointed because they filled up, because everybody's coming in and they want their appointments and you didn't get to have your reading. So, go ahead and take the time now so that you can make sure you get those appointments. All right. The other thing I wanted to say quickly is that there are 3 really fun, and I know there's a lot going on this summer, and you really have to go online to look at it or get a catalog to take it all in because there is just so much, and you can call the office and they'll send you one. But there is a fun fest, and it's before season officially starts, June 14th, and there's no gate fee, and you can come in. There are vendors, arts and crafts, vendors, mini readings. There'll be 50-50, and it's from 11 to 7 on Saturday, June 14th. So there's the first Fun Fest in Lilydale. Then the Mediums League is sponsoring a fundraising event on August 14th, and it's called Readings Palooza. And it is from 6 till 9. And there will be mini readings and a basket raffle and a 50-50 and a photo op with our very own National Therapy Dog superstar, Sir Tibbetts Wick. Isn't that fun, right? So come on down and have a nice evening of fun. And that's the fundraiser for the Mediums League. Then there's another Fun Fest, August 31st, which is the last day of season. And there's no gate fee that day. And there will be, again, mini readings, arts and craft vendors, 50-50, a neighborhood yard sale from 9 until 2. The official timing of the Fun Fest that day at the end of August is 11:30 to 6:30. So I just wanted to bring your attention to some of those fun events that are going on in Lilydale. Okay. Just taking a look at some of the comments here. Hello, Liz. I hope you are feeling well. And she says, buy or pick yourself flowers. Isn't that a wonderful thing to do for yourself, right? Self-love. And you don't have to worry that someone's buying you the ones you don't like or that you're allergic to, right? You get to pick out your own. So that's an empowering thing. Yeah. Hi, Laura. Yes, you are right. You cannot pour from an empty cup. So hopefully we have some people here that benefited from my little spiel. And I told you last time that, yes, Linda, I can see your comments. So I don't know if you're on YouTube or if you're on the Facebook site. I think you might be on YouTube. If you are on the Lilydale Facebook page, I believe you might be able to see your own comments, okay, and everyone else's. But I can see yours. All right, you're welcome. Isn't it technology amazing? It's like bing. I can't see anybody's face, and that's okay. But yeah, I can see what you have to say. So last time I told you that I would do mini readings today, and I certainly intend to do that here. All right, so just give me a second here. I'm going to do my little connection prayer. All right, I just surrounded all of you people in a beautiful pink and white unconditional loving bubble. So if all of a sudden you feel nice and comfy, cozy, that's why, because I just put you all in a beautiful bubble. All right. Linda, let's start with you first. Would you like a mini reading tonight? A little message. Would you like that? Just let me know. And we can do that. So you just got to type in yes, and we'll go ahead. Or maybe I'll just tune in and start talking anyways. And while I'm waiting, yes. Okay, Linda. Karen, I'll get to you next. Okay. Karen Hutnick, you'll be next. All right, Linda. Let me just tune into your energy for a minute. Okay. Let's see what Spirit has to say. Well, okay. The first thing I have is a fluffy whitish dog. And it's got a little bit of color in it here and there, but it's definitely got curly, fluffy hair. All right. And I don't usually get animals first, but for you, that's what I have. And that dog is, I feel like its color of its fur was light enough so that you could see the darkening around the mouth, around the snout as it got older. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing. So if that means anything to you, go ahead and put on there. But I feel like this dog, it really loved attention. And I feel like it was the kind of animal that was always around your feet and wanted to be on people's laps. It always wanted to be in the middle of everything. And I just want to let you know that dog is very grateful for the attention it received from the family. Okay, so I'm just going to give you that dog, and very cute little dog. Okay, now if that doesn't make sense to you, it could be for someone else that's next. I don't know, but I'm just going to give it to you. So let's see who we have from Spirit for you, Linda. I have a man here in Spirit, and he comes in with, I'm not sure if it's machine oil or it feels like it's he would have liked to fix things. All right. I feel like he would have liked to get his hands dirty, and he would be in the stuff. All right. Always in the middle of a project. Okay. And I feel like I've got my sleeves rolled up with this man. And I feel like at one point he very developed muscles. Okay. I feel like he was a strong man. I don't know that he was super tall. Okay. I feel like more stocky. And he's definitely bent over working on some type of machine. And it could be parts. It could be a car. It could be, something. And I feel like it wouldn't be unlike him to come home with some dirt on his face, okay, from working all day. And I feel like this man is on dad's side of the family for you, Linda. And let's see. I feel like he would have had dark hair at one point in his life, but as he got older, we're talking salt and pepper colored, okay? That's what it feels like. Yeah. Yeah. And he was on his feet a lot, and he was hardworking man. And I do feel like he might have had some issues here in the sinuses and nasal cavities. I'm not, that's what I'm feeling, is some stuff up here. So Linda, I don't know if that makes any sense to you. Is your dad, he has very caring, very responsible energy, like I'm kind of in charge of my family and I want to make sure that everybody's taken care of. I don't know that he has a lot of father feel to him. So I don't know if your father has passed. And I don't see where you're writing anything anymore, Linda. So I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to give you the message from this man. Okay. Definitely dad's side of the family. I feel like he's talking about, I feel like he's talking about you having to section off things in your life. Okay. Like, all right, so let me give you one more piece of evidence about this man. You're saying maybe your father's brother, okay? Because it's definitely dad's side of the family. I feel like I got a heart problem with him, okay? That's going on there. And maybe some COPD, okay? But anyways, he's talking about how you've had to chip away at something in your life in chunks, okay? You kind of like take 2 steps forward and 2 steps back, 2 steps forward, 1 step back, and that you've had to accomplish this thing in chunks. So I don't know if this has to do with education or something that you've been working on, but it feels like he's saying that it's coming to fruition for you, and that you should be really proud that you did not give up, okay, that you kept going. It also could be a relationship, and I'm not trying to be like make things fit, but it just feels like you're always trying with this. And so I feel like he's saying, it's worth the work that you've put in. Keep going. It's about to pay off. And he's proud, of all the work that you've put into it. So I'm going to leave you with that, Linda. And thank you very much. All right. I am going to go find that lady here that I said would be next. Karen Hutnick. Okay. You gave me a reading in Meadville once out of a crowd. Oh, okay. It had to have been at the opera house there, right? The theater house. And I was doing a demonstration with 2 other mediums from Lilydale. Don't remember you in specific, Karen, so I'm sorry about that. But I feel like I want to give you a message. So let's see what we have here, okay? All right, Karen. I feel like I have a person in spirit here who actually broke a limb. Okay, I feel like they would have I've got a couple broken limbs. Okay, I think I've got an arm going on here, and I think I have maybe a leg. I feel like this person broke a limb, and more than one. All right, so I don't know if they passed in an accident or if this happened to them during their lifetime. Okay. And I want to say, let's see, because I'm just like, I'm seeing a cast, I'm seeing a cast on this person. And would you already know who this is? It feels like a man. Okay, it feels like a man that he's got stuff that he's needing to be repaired. Um, this man feels younger to me that passed. Okay, I don't feel like he's 80 years old. I feel like he's less than 60 years old when he passed, and I feel like he kind of was. How do I say this? He, as a child, or in his persona, I feel like he's kind of like the superhero person. All right, he would be the one to run in and help people. All right, he would be the one to put himself in front of a whatever danger to help people. And I don't know, I feel like his job was in service to people. Okay, so I don't know if you know who this is yet. I don't even know if he's family member. He might be someone that you was close to you, friend of the family, something like that. But he's selfless is what I want to say. So I don't know if he got these broken bones from trying to help someone or whatever. But let's see what he has to say about the message for you. Okay, I hope you know who this is, Karen. Okay, this is funny because I feel like he was waiting to come in, and he says if anybody needs to pay attention to the earlier talk we did about taking care of themselves, right? It's you, honey. Okay, he's saying that Karen, you are one to overgive. All right, and that's how he was, and so he understands that. And it's just part of who you are. Okay, it's your essence. It's you like to help people. You want to be there for people. He says you even go so far as to you would have rescued strays. You understand? Animals, things like that. It's like you can't say no to anyone. And so he's saying if there's anybody that could benefit from self-care, it is you. Okay, Karen. So he's kind of using this as an opportunity he's given me chills to come in. And you do. So you do rescue strays. Yeah, that's what he's telling me. And so he's taking this opportunity to come in. Oh my goodness. Did you have a brother by chance, Karen? This couldn't be a brother, could it? Because he just came in with this like I'm just there to help her, and oh my gosh, there's a lot of love for you from this person. Anyhow, so he's like, so yeah, she's overdoing it all the time, and wants you to kind of pay attention and take care of yourself. He says you're the last person to go to the doctor and get her checkup, right? Because you're too busy making sure everybody else is perfect. So that's like a little heads up for you. Not a doctor. I don't diagnose. I'm not saying there's anything wrong. This is just your person making mention that you need to you need to go take care of your own stuff. All right. So Karen, I'm just going to leave that with you. You didn't need another mother tonight, did you? But there you go. So from Spirit, lots of love. All right. So let's see who else we have tonight that we're going to give a message to. Oh, so Linda, that could be your dad. Okay, yeah, he had a very father-like feel to him, hard worker, yeah. Okay, so let's go back. Let me see. I gotta go back into the list of people here. Dina Rhonda Wadding. Okay, yeah. Let's give Dina a message. All right. Okay. Let me just connect with your energy, Dina. If you're still here, let me know that you would like a message. Hi, yes, all right, thank you. Linda's saying the dog might be for someone else. Very true. It's like I see your names and I just kind of zero in. So if anybody can take this little cute little dog, light colored fur, a little bit curly, got the brown going on here, around the mouth area, and very love the attention, very happy. All right, didn't forget about you, Dina. All right, let's see. Oh, Dina, Okay. I feel like I have two women coming in for you. I feel like they are related. I feel like I'm on mom's side of the family with these ladies, okay? And I feel like if you were to sit in a room with them and just listen to them chit chat with each other, it would be a very funny experience, okay? I want to go back, back a little bit. So I'm not sure if this is a grandma and her sister, or two aunts or something like that. But these two women love each other very much. But boy, they could really give each other what for, if you know what I'm saying. And I feel like one of them would have lost their husband earlier in life. And, they kind of just paled around together, and they would have done a lot of things together, the two of them. Dina, do you know who these two ladies might be in your family? They are quite the hoot, is what I want to say. And I also feel like they're more like each other than what they want to admit, and that's part of the issue. Your aunts. Thank you very much. Okay, because well, they're here. Okay, and gosh, I feel like one of them in particular would have had no troubles. Like if something you were doing wasn't in what she thought the right realms, she would have no problems letting you know, and letting you know what you needed to do to fix it and this and that and whatever. But I do feel like this is what I'm hearing. And I don't think that this may be how they spoke. All right. But I feel like they're saying, you go, girl. All right. And I feel like they are wanting to congratulate you. All right. So I'm getting this clapping. So I don't know if you had a recent milestone in your life. And I think I want to talk about work with this. Okay. An accomplishment. Do you write, dear Dina? Are you a writer, or are you thinking about writing? Because I feel like there's an accomplishment that they want to acknowledge, and might have been something that they wouldn't have done. Okay. And I also feel like, so in the workplace with you, I said, I don't know if you were recently promoted, or you recently stood up for yourself and, had to take a stand on something, but they are just all very proud of you and giving you congratulations. Would you understand, Dina, what they're talking about? Because they're just very, very proud of something that's happened recently in your life. Okay. Let's see what else they have to say. I also feel like they're saying that you have had to do a lot of things on your own. Okay. Would you understand that? I feel, I do write a lot of content, launching a new coaching program in the Akashic Records. Okay, because they just showed me the writing and they're like, woohoo, big deal. So yes, you go, girl. That's what they're saying. That's fantastic. But like I said, I feel like they're also saying that in your life, you have had to do a lot of things on your own, with your own initiative. And, at times, without people's support. And, so they're saying that you have become extremely strong. All right. Strong through your life with this. And so they're just know that they're just watching over you and very proud. And congratulations. That's a fantastic thing. A new coaching program in the Akashic Records. That's Dina Rhonda Wadding, everyone. Yes, spot on. Yeah. So you've had to do it on your own. And so, you'll be a great coach because you know what it's like to have to do it on your own. And so congratulations to you. Okay. Let's see who else? Let's see who else. I have to go back a little bit, so just give me a minute, everybody. Okay. Has anybody owned that doggy yet? I want to know that. Jackie Kavanaugh. Jackie Kavanaugh. Are you still here? Let's see. Jackie Kavanaugh. I'm just going to tune in with you, and let's see if you're still here, okay? And what dog, Mary? After I do this message for Jackie, maybe we'll talk about the dog again. Okay. All right. No, I can't leave you in suspense. Sorry. Hang on a second, Jackie. It's a small dog, light-colored, curly-ish hair, wispy, kind of whitish, and it's got the rusting around the nose and the face. Very loving animal. Love to be right under people's feet and on people's laps. Okay, so that's this animal that came right in right away. So anyways, okay, back to Jackie. Okay, Jackie, I feel like I have a man in spirit for you here, and he comes in really close, and he is just, well, first of all, he can't believe that he's even doing this. So I feel like, this is like a surprise for him. But it's not a surprise being around you, okay? Because I feel like you might know that this person is around you. And, just let me know, Jackie, that you're still there, okay? All right. I feel like this man that I have, Jackie, he could be a little, I don't want to say gruff, okay, but he could be a little direct and a little, and I think he had a quite deep voice, and sometimes his wanting to, add feelings to things. No, Jackie Kavanaugh would, he might come across as a little gruff. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing a deep voice with this man. However, I do feel that he was, he had deep feelings. All right, and it wasn't easy for him to show them. I feel like he wants to come in and thank you for helping him with that. I feel like he had a lot of problems from his waist down. Okay, that's what it feels like to me. And I'm not seeing you on here, so I'm going to just I'm going to leave him with you with lots of love. All right, and then I'm going to move on to the next person. Okay, all right. Let's see where we are. I gotta go back. Wow, we got a lot of people on here now. I gotta see where I'm going. Let's see. Laura McGuire Combe. Laura, are you still here? Would you like a little message, Laura? Because I'm going to see if I can give you one. Okay. All right, Laura. If you're still here, just let me know. Laura, I have a woman in spirit here for you. And she comes in, and I feel like she's quite put together. All right. Meaning like, I feel like she's, her posture would be very good, and she would be quite composed. All right. She feels very composed and smart woman, intelligent. I feel like she was educated. Okay. And I feel like she liked to keep up with worldly things and be knowledgeable about the things that are going on. She's showing me books. I feel like she was an avid reader. I feel like she lived a pretty long life. And it just, I think she finally just, her body just kind of gave out. I feel like she just got old. That's what it feels like to me. I do feel like she spent quite a bit of time in her older years on her own, without another companion, so to speak. And she was, even the men in her world, which I feel like we're going back a little bit. Okay. So I feel like we might be on mom's side of the family with this. They respected her opinion. Okay. And that was a big deal in her time. Very, very knowledgeable person. Okay. And I feel like you have some of her qualities. Okay. And I feel like she's saying that you are like her, Laura, and that, you don't just jump into the fire without, taking a good accounting of what's going on. All right. She's like, you think about things, you're not all that impulsive with things. You kind of like, you have to do the balance, like the plus side column, the negative side column, and come out with what you think you're going to do. I think, she's saying you're more of a planner like she was. But this is what I want to say. I feel like she wants to tell you to, okay, just going to do it. Let go a little more. Okay. Just kind of leave time to be able to just let go and be a little more spontaneous. And it's really kind of funny that I'm the person that's giving you this message, because I am an overplanner. If you talk to my friends, my family, I mean, I have a calendar. In fact, here it is. Okay, it is full, and it's like everything's in the calendar. And my one friend Barb, she's like, you never leave any time for something spontaneous, for spirit to bring you some fun. And so I feel like it's a little ironic that I'm the one giving you this message, which could also be a message for me. So thank you, Spirit, to make sure that you're also putting the fun into your life. Okay. And that's what I think she has to say for you. So I'm going to leave you with this lady. She also feels like kind of an aunt, on mom's side of the family, but I'm going to give that to you. All right. Let's see who else we have. Jackie Magnant. Okay. Are you still there, Jackie? Jackie, I need people to let me know if they're there and they still want a message, because the last couple people, I don't know if they were even there to hear it. And if Jackie doesn't get back to me here in a second, I am going to give a message. There you are. Whoo! Hi, Jackie. Thank you. Thank you for hanging out. All right. Jackie, okay. This is what I want to say. I have a lady here for you, and she is, I feel like she's on the, let's just say, fluffy side. All right. She's a little bigger. And I feel like her personality is big too. And everybody kind of knew how she felt about things. All right. And she is, she's a positive person. Okay. She's a positive person, and she liked family things, and she liked fun, and she liked to be the organizer of the family stuff. Okay. She feels like, and not just family, she had a lot of friends too, because I feel like there were a lot of people that when she left the planet were affected, because she may have had I feel like she may have worked in a facility where she might have been in charge. Okay. She has that type of energy. All right. So I don't know, Jackie, if you know who this might be, but I don't feel like she was a real tall lady either. I think she might have been on the shorter side. I feel like she's just in charge. All right, that's the kind of personality she comes with. So Jackie, are you getting any of what I'm saying? Yes. Okay. Yeah. And people liked her, but I will tell you that she knew what she was talking about. All right. She just didn't talk to talk. And when people went to her for questions or whatever, she knew exactly, she was in charge, and she knew exactly what was going on and where. I feel a lung issue with her. Okay. So I don't know if that makes any sense, but she's, and she's got a hearty laugh. I hear her laughing, and it's hearty. All right. She's, um, fabulous. She's got a hearty laugh when she laughs, and I feel like you knew her quite well, and I feel like, I don't know if you worked with her or how she was in your life, but she says you're like her, and that you're good at getting people together as well. So I don't know if you understand that. All right, but and I almost feel like there might have been a passing of the torch, so to speak, to you. So I don't know if you understand that as well. Like maybe you're doing some of the things that she used to do. Okay. I feel like she is definitely, oh, she was your best friend. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah. So a lot of people were really affected by her leaving. Yeah, because she just was big personality, right? But a lot of respect. I feel like there's a younger man in the family that is having a really hard time with this whole thing. And so she's just wanting you to, let's all send him a little bit of, healing and love, because that was someone very important to her as well. Okay. I want to talk about a ribbon. I don't know what you did. I'm seeing yellow. I don't know what it is. I don't know if there was a plant that you had, or a little tree or something, or a little something, but I feel like there's a little yellow ribbon on something that she is talking about, and wanting to acknowledge. Okay, so I don't know if you understand what a yellow ribbon would be from her, but there's a yellow ribbon for you. Okay, so I'm going to give that to you. Know that she loves you. She loves you dearly and appreciates everything you've done since she has passed as well. And you will understand that. Okay, so thank you. All right, people, I think we have time for one more tonight. One more. Thanks, Jackie. Okay. Julie Hugaboom. Are you still here, Julie? Let's give you a little message if you are still here. And while I'm waiting for her to confirm that she's still here, let me just say that what we're doing tonight, okay, it's different in that I can't see you, and I can't sit in your energy, and I can't, but you know what? Spirit knows who's here. And what we're doing is we are proving the continuity of life. I see you, Julie Hugaboom. Okay, I see you. And by giving these messages and you understanding, right? Because I don't know your people, and I certainly don't you most of the time when I'm giving the messages. We are, as spiritualists, right? I'm a spiritualist, but as a medium, we are giving you evidence about these people, and it's proving that their consciousness, their soul, their being is still here, is still alive, right? There really is no death, and it's just a transition. And by doing what we do as mediums, we are proving that we go on. Okay, so that is my humble honor to be able to work with you all. To Lisa Sanders, yes, I will be giving messages at the stump. I'm actually chairing the first week Okay, so I will be at the 1 o'clock service all week sharing, and I probably will give a couple messages during that time period as well. Okay, let's see. I was going to do Julie Hugaboom, right? That's what I said. Yes. Okay, Julie. Let's see what I get for you. Okay, Julie. Actually, okay, Julie, I feel like I have a younger man here that steps in. I feel like he's got brownish hair. Um, it's not super short, but it's also not really long. He may have. I feel like he had an illness. Okay, that was how he left the world. Um, he might be someone from the past a little bit. Okay, like in your younger days. I don't know how old you are, but he comes looking young to me. Okay, he feels tall and thin. I feel like he's thin, and I don't know if that was the illness that did that to him, or if he just was tall and thin. Um, I feel like he's got brown eyes and a big smile, and if you don't know who he is right now, maybe later you'll figure out who he is. Okay. Um, he feels a little soft spoken to me. He doesn't feel like he was a crazy teenager, getting into trouble and doing all that kind of stuff. He more was a more soft spoken kind of kid. That's what I want to say. And I feel like he liked music. Um, I feel like he liked music. So, um, Julie, I don't know if you know who this is, and you can let me know, but he is just fine. Okay. And I feel like there's parents, that's not you. I feel like there's parents involved that would love to know that he connected here this evening. I feel, oh, you think so? Okay. Um, yeah, his family. I think he was less than 30. Okay. I'm pretty sure he was, younger when he passed. And I think he's just coming in to thank you. Um, I don't know if you were super good friends or anything like that, but he's here, and I feel like he's just thanking you for um, whatever you did for him. It feels like it might have been a small gesture, but he's just very grateful. He's soft spoken. Um, let's see if he has something else to say that you can, take with you. I don't know why he's showing me a merry-go-round for some reason, and it's like a carousel, and it's you hear the music, kind of like life's a merry-go-round. And I feel like he's just reminding you to have some fun. So I don't know if you've been super busy like we all are or whatever, but he's showing me a carousel, and so take that carousel ride. I'm just giving you that from him. I'm not really sure what he's trying to say, but it's definitely a merry-go-round. Okay. Very specific picture. So maybe that helps you understand who the person is. Maybe it was a friend in high school and you guys went to the fair or something, something like that. But anyway, so I just, thank you for the heart. Thank you, Julie. So I just want to say to you all, thanks again for tuning in. God willing, I will be back here in 2 weeks. We will do some mini messages again, and we'll see what Spirit wants me to talk about next week. Maybe I should do some more of this, be a little more spontaneous and not have everything planned out so that the universe can bring us the wonderful, spontaneous, fun things, right? So thank you all. Have a great week. And don't forget, go online, look at the classes for Lilydale, see if there's something that appeals to you and check it out. Good night. Have a great week.